Hi, this is going to be a quick walkthrough of how you can use Adobe Spark to create what's called a banner. And basically, it's just the size of the image. There's all kinds of different image sizes that are recommended for different social media sites. So we're just going to use a banner because that's something that you would normally put onto a website, which is what a portfolio is. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Adobe Spark. There's a lot of sites that help you to generate logos and images and things like that, but I really like the way that Adobe Spark is set up. It's pretty easy to use, and the learning curve is very, very, very short. I would recommend that you sign in. I don't remember if they require you to log in or not, but I do have an Adobe account that I've created with NIU. Because we use so many Adobe products to create learning tools. But I do believe that you can also log in with a Google password or a uh, Facebook password. This way, you can go back and return to your images at any point and edit them and use them again. When you sign in to the Adobe Spark page, what happens is there's some feature information up here that Adobe has provided to help with branding. Remember, this is geared towards businesses. But what we're going to do is we're going to create a new image. And there's three options that they give you. You can do a video, you can create a web page, and you can create a post. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a post, and then they give you the option to pick a template, or you can start from scratch. If you are really visually and design challenged, going through and looking at some of the images that they have here might be the best way for you. You can go in and then edit it. I personally like to create from scratch, so I'm going to show you how to start from scratch because that'll give you all of the tools that you need to edit a template image. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from scratch, and hopefully you've gone out and you found a quote that you really love. And I have one. It's a Marilyn Monroe quote that I've already copied, and I'm going to put that in there. And then what I'm going to do is there's a button down here. This shows you the different images that or the graphic size that you're going to create. I'm going to click more sizes, and then we're going to go all the way over to the end, and that's where the banner image is. And I'm going to just click on that. And you're not limited to the banner image. That's just what we're doing for this particular project. And then I'm going to hit continue. And what it does is it goes in and it starts building your image. And it does a recommendation. It pulls a random image and it does some random formatting of the text. Well, I don't like this so much. It's hard to read. I don't like the way that the colors have been put together. And I forgot to put Marilyn Monroe's name into this quote. So the first thing I'm going to do is I like to start at the very beginning, and I'm going to go look at the design, and I'm going to see if they have any designs that are kind of already in there that show some colors or some kind of a style that I might like for this quote. And here's one I like right off the bat. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to pop that in, and it's going to go ahead and kind of change things around for me. I'm still not thrilled with this, but let's just go in and see what else we can do. I'm going to go, I don't like the background, so I'm going to go to the background. And I am going to replace that background. Now, in this particular image, I might want to have some kind of a nature photo. And what I like about Adobe Spark is that it also can connect to my own photos that I might save in Google Photos or in Dropbox. Creative Cloud is an Adobe feature, which I have not created anything in Creative Cloud, so I don't have anything. I've never used Lightroom, so I'm not going to even try and tell you anything about it. But then there's Find Photos. And what I like about this is that it already does licensed Creative Commons licensed images, and it will actually put the attribution into the background of the image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to go look for sunset because I like sunsets. And I'm just going to search for sunsets. And it's going to come back and it's going to display all kinds of different images that have been tagged with sunset. And I'm just going to kind of scroll through, and I'm going to, and as I'm thinking about the quote itself, and I'm thinking, you know, I might be out of control, so I might even want to go look at monkeys, because, you know, monkeys, I'm thinking about my little grandson, and he's kind of out of control too. And now I see that this might even be a better one. I've got some little monkeys here, that, you know, just, that's awesome. I'm not going to use a monkey, but that is funny. Um, I might use a baby or a toddler. And so I'm going to go look for toddler, because, you know, I'm starting to think about my quote and what it really means. Oh, and look at this. Isn't that cute? Oh, I'm getting closer now. This is kind of the creative process, is what do I want to do? I want to show something that's out of control or a little insecure. I might even put this in. I might go, you know, insecure as part of a, and just, you know, I'd like to see what comes up. Just in different words, which that's kind of a difficult word. So anyway, you can kind of just put in keywords in here. I'm just kind of showing you the process, step by step, of the process of how you might come up with some keywords. And I'm going to just kind of put an image in here, any old image here, just to kind of give you the idea. And I'm going to adjust this. I don't like that image either. I'm going to pause this for a second while I go look for an image. Okay, I found an image very quickly. So here's what, now I still, again, do not like the way that this looks. So this layout is kind of interesting. So I'm going to go back to the layout, and I'm going to choose a different layout. I'm going to kind of go through and see, ooh, I like that. I'm going to go through, and what's nice about this is there's all kinds of different things that you can do for layouts. Like in this one, I might want to put Marilyn Monroe's on one side and add a text box. I could maybe add a title here. I like that. So now what I want to do is I'm going to add a text box with Marilyn Monroe's name. And we're going to type Marilyn Monroe. And I'm going to click done. And I'm going to make that image smaller by putting that there. I can position just like that. And I really kind of like this image. Now, you can also change your text a little bit if you want using this. It's fun to play around and see what kinds of ways that it adjusts the fonts. You can cancel that and put it back to where it was. Another thing that you can do is change color palette. I like this one, but if you wanted to, you could click on different color palettes to see if you like anything else. If you want to, you can, using that color palette, you can go through and just click on this cross icon, and it will change different backgrounds and colors for you. So that's just a really quick way. I can also adjust this a little bit in the sizing of this, each section of this image. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with the image. I'm going to just leave this as it is right now, and it automatically, as you can see up here, it's automatically saving. So what I'm going to do is exit out of here. And now you can see that it has saved my post here. And what I want to do is I want to download it, and you can also share it to a social media site if you want to, but I'm just going to save this site, and you can add some categories, because it does, that's the one thing. You can have it saved on the Adobe Spark website, or if you wanted to make it private, just go ahead and click off, and then I'm going to download it. And that's all you need to do. Make sure you know where you downloaded it, and then in the next video I'll show you how to go ahead and edit it.